The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. President Bongbong Marcos is calling for the immediate approval of the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea. Speaking at the 25th ASEAN-China Summit in Cambodia, Marcos Jr. said that a code of conduct can help countries effectively handle political differences. However, the president did not raise China's continued disregard of the 2016 arbitral ruling, which invalidated their claim over most of the South China Sea. The Philippine economy grew at a surprise pace in the third quarter, but elevated inflation is still seen as a threat to full-year growth. Shala Francisco with the report.
The economy managed to grow at a faster pace than expected in the third quarter. That's despite record-high inflation, a weak peso, and expensive borrowing costs. The Philippine Statistics Authority reports that gross domestic product grew by 7.6% in the third quarter on the back of higher household spending. Even the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, was surprised by the GDP growth. NEDA says demand may have increased due to revenge spending with the further reopening of the economy.
Having been deprived of mobility for 2 years, you just want to go out and see the world again. I think that mobility was a big part of the story there. The high prices might not have completely dampened that desire to go out and spend. Perhaps because on the employment side, they see opportunities for income generation.
Unfortunately, this growth has yet to trickle down to ordinary Filipinos.
Medyo hirap pa, hindi pa rin ganun bumabangon. Tsaka halos parang walang nangyayari. Alam talagang tiyaga dahil wala. Meron kang binabayaran kada buwan.
Hirap pa rin kumita eh. Kasi sabihin natin na sinasabi ng maganda, pero hindi na nararamdaman eh. Naku ma'am, napakamahal po ng bilihin ngayon. Sobra. Hindi na kinakaya ng budget.
NEDA said that inflation could still dampen growth. That's why they are focusing on providing targeted assistance like cash transfers.
If we can focus on improving that, I think we can do well. Then that's why we are ramping up the digitalization, the national ID, because that will help us ensure that we reduce and we can improve our ability to deliver the ayuda to the most deserving, most vulnerable.
Despite the threat of high inflation, the government is optimistic that the economy can hit the 6.5% to 7.5% growth target set for this year. Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Beauty queen Herline Nicole Budol has withdrawn from the Miss Planet International 2022 pageant. Budol's manager, Wilbert Tolentino, said uncertainties from the side of the organizers forced them to withdraw from the pageant. Budol arrived in Uganda on November 5, a couple of weeks before the pageant's preliminary activities. However, several sponsors backed out due to a reported Ebola outbreak in the area. Now, this left delegates to fend for themselves and pay for their accommodation out of pocket. At least 6 delegates also withdrew from the competition because of the fiasco. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Fatalities due to severe tropical storm Paeng have gone up to 160. More than 100 others were injured while 29 people are still missing. Combined damage to agriculture and infrastructure is pegged at over 11 billion pesos. A re-autopsy on at least 50 deceased inmates is in the works after authorities found more than 100 cadavers left unclaimed at a funeral home in Muntinlupa. The Justice Department is looking to review policies in the New Bilibid prison as more and more inmates turn up dead without the proper handling process. And the fuel prices are expected to have mixed adjustments this week. Unioil forecasts that diesel prices will go down by up to 45 centavos per liter, while gas will be more expensive by up to 70 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices could also climb by up to 1 peso and 50 centavos per liter. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 1:30 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.